check it out. Let's listen to that later.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Cloudy. I like Simon Garfunkel. Do you know he walked across half of America? Garfunkel.
Which? Oh. No, I didn't.
He just wandered
Which
out.
half?
I don't know. He wandered out of his nursing.
They couldn't stop him.
Um,
It was so quick. Are any of them still alive?
They're both still alive.
Ah. Well, they
Paul
did it.
Simon's touring, I think.
Whoa.
He.
I didn't know that was his first name.
Paul Simon.
Because I always used to think that it was
Simon.
Art and Garfunkel.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Paul Simon. He's like losing his hearing
Oh,
because
okay.
of his age, and I watched him recently talking about like how he's getting through that.
Mm.
If he comes to UK, I've definitely got to go see him.
Mm.
But if he's losing his hearing,
He has no idea what he's playing.
no, it seems like it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It was enough to like he needs like sound stuff to be a certain way.
Right.
Like, when he's playing live. Anyway, so let's nose this. GLENTURRET 5. Okay, so the nose. There's a lightness to it.
Do you know what's weird? You're going to think me crazy for thinking
Mhm.
this. You're going to be like, Ethan, that means nothing. But when I just had it against my nose like that, and I sniffed, my brain was just like, it smells like bugs. I don't know why.
I like that.
It smells like bugs.
I like that.
And
I like when we get abstract. I've always liked that. Like
I don't
when we
know
say when I say it reminds me of a place.
Yeah, I don't know if I mean like, you know, when you're in like the forest and you're like picking up like leaves or logs and stuff and there's bugs. I don't know if I mean that, but it smells like bugs.
Interesting. You know what? I'm getting right. I've just evocatively perceived something.
You like that word today?
I do. I'm learning more and more about it. I watched a video about poetry, and it spoke about how poetry is meant to be evocative.
Yeah.
Well, like, it's not meant to make sense. Like, in school, we're taught, like, it's like a puzzle that you, like, it's like puzzle day.
It's Puzzle Club.
It's like puzzle club when you read poetry. But you're supposed to just read poetry and be like, yes,
Yeah.
that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And that is what we get in touch in. I feel like there's definitely a poetry to whiskey.
Okay.
I think that's a perfect thing to describe. And I'm getting the poetry now that this is saying goodbye to me. I can't describe it other than it's there, the chocolate's there, the orange is there.
There's clove.
There's clove, there's a bit of milk.
I thought I was going in and I was like, I've smelled this before.
It's reminding me of that time in Scotland, which was a cherished time.
I don't get reminded of that because I was
No.
not there.
Did you watch my review when I...
Possibly.
Probably did. I'm getting this nice chocolate.
I want to go to Scotland with you. That's one thing I want to do.
We should go to the distillery.
I have a summer. I would be happy to go to Scotland for like a couple of days.
Just us.
Yeah.
How do we get there though?
Train.
Train? I wonder if we could go back to that exact same place that me and my dad went to.
Maybe if you can figure out what it is. Like, what's
You know
it
what? We should definitely do that. What about with my friend Lucas?
I'd be up for... Who's Lucas? And where?
Lucas, Luke and Boba.
Oh! Is he British?
He's Scottish.
British? I thought he was American for some reason.
Don't you remember in that video in Silly Simon's
Yeah,
he's
I
got
remember.
a Scottish accent.
Oh yeah, he does. For some reason in my head he was speaking in an American accent. I don't know why. That's crazy.
I just remember he's got like a Cartman. Like, it looks like a paper mache Cartman in the background.
I have to look that up.
Did you know how we met? On Twitter, I was like looking at Robert Benford's Twitter one day, and then Luke and Bob replied to like something he was putting,
Yeah.
and I just started talking to him.
Oh, fair enough.
How weird is that?
That's quite kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know whereabouts in Scotland?
No.
Big place.
Cool. He sometimes just randomly sends memes. I never like reach out to him to like ask him. I should do that. I never really initiate conversation with him.
Is he our age? Or is he a bit older?
He's like a year or two older.
Okay. How old's
Chris?
Direct CM, yeah.
He's in his late 30s, I think.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Because I knew he was older. I didn't know he was that much older. I knew he was older.
He's like...
So I just assumed like so.
I'm pretty sure the reason he's into like Night on Elm Street is because he grew up in that area.
Right.
He grew up with like
funny.
NES. He grew up with NES games.
Funny. I always think I never remember to tell you. So
I'm getting more...
So can you picture what the hell?
What?
What the hell? Look at this. What is this?
Don't show it me.
Why is it an ad
Just
for like
don't.
memory? Look at this.
Don't show it me.
Why?
Because it's too short. Don't show it me. Don't show it me. Don't.
Watch his eyes.
It's too brain slop.
Can you think of Direct CM's profile on Instagram, like the picture of
Yeah.
that he has?
Yeah.
That like black and white picture.
The black and white. Oh, I'm thinking of his old one, but yeah, I remember it.
This.
Okay.
Right.
It's from a film that he won't release.
He refuses to release.
I'm begging him to release.
But every time I see it, and every time I see this person's, I get confused. And for ages, I thought I was looking at this person's story. But it turned out it was Direct to CM, and I only noticed when I saw him in it. Because I just kept seeing them at like the top where the stories, and I was just like, oh, that's not her this entire time.
Because do you remember when I had like the Looney Tunes like ring?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever interacted with Chris?
Oh.
Have you?
Yeah.
Ah.
Let me show you our interaction. It was very brief.
Was it recent?
4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the first one was in response to,
I
but
wonder if he knows that that's you.
I think he does. I think
Yeah.
he's...
Is he following you?
Yeah, he does follow me. I think he's liked a few things
Oh.
that you've maybe been in on my Instagram or something like that.
Yeah.
But the second one, he posted a picture of just a thingy, Lost Highway. Not Lost Highway. What's it in? Is it Lost Highway? The Perfect Drug.
The Perfect Drug.
Yeah,
Can't remember
the thing song.
9 Inch Nails, yeah.
Is that Lost Highway?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He posted a picture of that, and he had like loads of just gear of it on for
Yeah,
some reason, like
yeah.
t-shirts or something.
Yeah, I remember that. So, I'm gonna go in once again. How would I describe this? This is so gentle. This is an old friend to me. No.
We'll meet again.
This is an emotional
Don't know when.
moment. Guys, rate this 5 stars on YouTube.
Remember when that was a thing?
Yeah.
I don't.
I know. I do. I've got my YouTube, like, I've got this.
Is it the Wayback Machine?
No. It's like a
Like a
plugin.
look.
A plugin.
Yeah, to make it look like old
Yeah,
YouTube.
it's okay. I also discovered a website called Vidly, and it is just like old school YouTube.
Ah.
It's cool. There's like obscure weird stuff. I found a weird animation that I like. Maybe that's where it's at. Should have been uploading on Vidly the whole time.
Yeah, we could have made it big on Vidly.
Couldn't the Ray William Johnson of Vidly. Right, I'm gonna go. I feel like I want to say more chocolate.
It's a bit pungent.
Pungent.
He's smelly.
I'd say the opposite. It's gently.
No, I think it's gentle.
Oh.
But I think the smells that are there, very like...
Funky. Okay. But it's sweet, citrus, and tobacco. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. That. Oh. Out of the 3 we've had today, that is the most rich and full-bodied.
Mmm.
Oh.
You can't tell me that mouth, that palate is not pungent.
That is punchy and
Yeah.
pungent. It definitely. Oh, that is one of my favourite. That does something. That is almost like them two combined.
You think?
The strong. Oh, I can describe it. I don't must.
It's very... Tart isn't the right word. It's like close to tart, but like...
Sour.
More like...
Sour.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
There's malt. There's. It walks. It does something incredible. It's powerful, yet it's almost like gentle. I think in comparison to these two, X is so balanced in this. There is so many things, layers hidden.
Nothing feels like
It's
this
coming
is
out.
the star of the show.
It's all a flavour. I am sad to see that because, man, that is beautiful.
Mm. Do you know what I bought a proper bottle of the other day? Well, the first time ever, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Tia Maria.
Oh.
Because I like getting it in like restaurants and things, but I don't think I've ever just bought it to just have it.
I feel like maybe I once,
Hmm.
but I couldn't. I need to check it out properly.
I quite like it.
Yeah.
So I go over the 2 weeks that I have off now. I'm going away to Wales, so I'm thinking I'm just going to take that because if it's nice weather, I'm like we're vaguely near the seaside, so I can just sit outside. Oh, I'm so ready for it, Ryan. Just sit outside and just have ice and have Tia Maria.
You could also take your half of one of these.
I could, yeah.
Have we got any bottles in here, or are they just boxes?
Just boxes, no bottles.
Boxes, no bottles. Okay, well we've got a bottle here.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you didn't bring any bottles.
I didn't.
Is there? Come on.
We'll meet again. Do you not think?
We'll meet again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, as in like that's what this is.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying. This is an old friend that I'm at the deathbed of it.
You're seeing him away at the airport.
We'll all meet again in Valhalla.
What's that?
And Garth Marenghi's he's got this eye child. It's just a big eye. And he has to say goodbye to it. And he sings proper cheesy song to it. And at the end it doesn't even rhyme at the end. It just goes, and we'll all meet again in Valhalla.
Yeah, Glenn Marenghi. Mmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll have Brenny left. What do you want it? There's a drum here. I think you've got to go for it, because I know you loved it.
Wow, it is literally just a drop, isn't it?
It's your Brenny treat.
Brenny treat. Friday Brenny treat. Spoilers, this is on Friday. Oh wait, it's live. Spoilers, this is on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll all meet again.
Maybe I'll try and see if that's on a clip. Guys, look up Song for Skipper.
Song for Skipper? Is that what the baby's called?
Yeah, Skipper the Eye Child. Do you reckon this is copyrighted?
I reckon not like the actual bit of it.
We'll see. Do you want to watch the whole thing?
Yeah, go on. Whoa, that was sick.
I love you, Skipper. Both of you.
What?
How was that on TV? That is something we made.
In Valhalla.
That is me with this. Oh, meet again in Valhalla.
Damn.
Dan. Oh, wow. I was thinking about so many things. I think he's put out another book.
Has he?
I think he's got 3 by now. I never fully read the one I got.
Which one did you get? The first or second?
Yeah, I was pissing myself laughing. It was funny. I think you'd definitely like it.
I probably would. I do like funny books. I remember reading Steve Coogan's Alan Partridge books. They're so good.
Which one? I Partridge.
It might be that one, yeah.
I've listened to all the audiobooks,
Ah, okay.
which is him doing it, so
Yeah.
I can't miss out on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember this, but at the beginning of the year, I set my New Year's resolution to read more. And at the beginning of the year, I was reading more, and I'm gonna get back into that. I was checking out an author called David Foster Wallace, who...
I remember you.
He had like a
talking
cult,
about...
in the 90s he had a cult following. And I did like his work.
So interesting you say that, because I've been writing down a lot of book names recently. Ones that I hope that I'll read, that are not ones that I'm like, alright, okay, I own these, I'll get around to them. But I'm all like, I'll forget these if I never think about them again.
Oh.
Like I'll forget these if I just don't write them down. So one's called Logan's Run. One's one that I won't forget. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Oh yeah.
I want to read the book of that. A game of that. I own the game of that.
Oh, I didn't know there was a game.
Yeah. So I've written one down called Repent Harlequin, but its full title is Repent Harlequin Said the TikTok Man.
Huh.
Which is by the same guy as I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Oh.
And there's his collection of books. What's he called? Is he called like Elliot Harmon or something like that? I can't remember. Called Pink God and Other Delusions. That's his collection. Slaughterhouse 5, which you might have heard of.
Yeah.
The Road by Cormac McCarthy, which is about an older man and a younger boy going across America, I think, or across somewhere in sort of post dystopian-y type environment.
Right. I think I've heard of it.
The thing is that there's no punctual speech marks at all, and you can't. It's not immediately obvious what is them talking or just environmental stuff.
Is there spaces though?
Yeah, there's spaces between words,
Cool.
but no speech marks. Snowpiercer, The Last Train from Hiroshima, The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, which is... Oh, what was it? I feel like I'll misquote this, but someone... like it's like an autobiography, basically. Written by a guy who... I want to say he got, like, Thin syndrome or something.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can't, like, move your body.
Yeah, don't tell me about it.
And so he had someone come and, like, he wanted to write his
Oh,
book.
and he just did it with his eye.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
they would go through,
that's so...
they would go through, like,
Yeah,
B.
I know.
Yeah. Which was written, like, really early 19th century and is... you know 1984?
Yeah.
And
George Orwell.
yeah, and there's another one.
You should put on there Infinite Jest and we should both read it.
Infinite Jest.
That's by David Foster Wallace.
Okay.
And that's like his big famous work.
Okay.
And apparently it's about something that they've got to find. All these people are trying to find this lost move that when you watch it, something happens, I don't know.
Okay.
It sends you crazy or something, I don't know.
That sounds interesting.
But it was like a big famous book in the 90s. It was like
In the
a cult.
90s. David Foster Wallace.
Yeah. It's quite lower from what I've read, a lot of the stuff.
Why?
It's just very, like... He was obviously a smart guy and, like, very cynical about the world.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. It might be... There's comedy as well in it. In what I've read. He's obviously a good writer. Anyway. So, out of 10, what are we thinking of Skipper the Eye Child?
For him?
For GLENTURRET 5. I'm getting floral notes.
It's interesting. It's like biscuity at first.
Yeah.
And then it like really quickly goes away from...
Do you think you get like English breakfast tea? I think I could say tea.
That's interesting. Like a really sweet tea, I can get.
Yeah. Oh, it's sweet. I love that. I will always love that whiskey. Alright, so feels like at this point we're about to wrap it up unless you want to try the horse juice.
We could. We need to add to it.
And Glenn.
And Glenn. Glenn might already be in it. No, it won't be. Will it?
It won't be. That was before horse juice.
Free HJ. Do you reckon it's worth having a little gaming segment?
Yeah, I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Yeah. Go talk about whatever you want.
So I've been playing and having difficulty with the conversion mod on Elden Ring, which is a mod that focuses on like really changing up how the game like plays, and the like an overhaul mod. I think that's what they're called. Like where it changes a bunch of stuff. It changes like bosses, it changes locations. Like it adds a bunch of stuff in. So there's an area in sort of at the start of the game called Castle Morn, right? And in the real game, it's like quite an open landscape between you, like where you start, the like outer wall, and Castle Morn. And there's like a few things you can go and see. But in the mod, as you're going down towards Castle Morn, there's like a second layer of wall basically, and it has an entire like town. They've designed like an entire like really maze-like town in there. So that's like the biggest like whoa, this is like a major change. They've added new bosses that they've made. So I've fought 2 so far. The only issue is their overhaul is mainly to like magic, right? So they've added a bunch of new crazy looking spells in, which really make it certain spell classes had like very limited amounts of spells, and like maybe they were reserved for like later game or something. But they've really added a bunch for like you can start as any class and there will be spells for you, which is really fun. The only issue I encountered was I got like 11, 12 hours into playing it, and then someone was like, "Oh, it's been updated to like a major new update. All these things have been changed." And I was like, "Oh well, I've got to update that. I'm not that far in. That'll be all right. I'll still see all these things." But my save data got corrupted, and I have had to start again, which sucks because I was 12 hours in, but I wasn't like I hadn't done tons of stuff, you know.
But it's your favourite game.
It's my favourite game, so I might be alright playing it again.
I have to play my favourite game again. Is that it? Oh, didn't a new Pokemon get announced or like sorted from?
Yeah, they. When was that? That was before last time. After last time we saw each other. That was on the 26th of February. Yeah, they hadn't spoke about the new. They announced it last February, and then were like, it will come out 2025. So no Pokemon game got released in 2024. They've not had a break year since the Switch came out. Well, they've not released anything. And yeah, so they finally were like, here's some footage, here's a bunch of stuff on February, so 2 months ago now. Yeah, and it looks really good, especially on the Switch too. They showed like the improved performance version of it basically. It looks really good. I'm excited for it.
Cool.
It's very interesting because it's unlike all the other Pokemon games where sort of you go and explore a region. It's one city.
Yeah, I saw that. Isn't it? What's it called?
Yeah, Legend ZA.
Alright.
And so far the reason for it being called that, people thought at first because there's Pokemon X and Y, right? And there's Pokemon that look like an X and look like a Y, right? But there's also a Pokemon that looks like a letter Z, right?
That's weird.
And so when X and Y came out 10 years ago, they were like, oh, they're going to make a third game called Pokemon Z. And it's going to be like a big, it's like a conglomeration or something. Because they used to do that. Never did. But apparently it was scrapped. It was meant to happen, but it was scrapped. And so people were like, oh, it's going to have something to do with like that side of stuff. And it clearly does, like from the trailers. But then they were like, what is the A in this? Like, what is that? Because it looks completely different in the like how they stylize it. Like it has like weird markings on it. People are like, oh, does that mean something? Because the Z has Zygarde stuff on it.
Maybe it's advanced.
Maybe.
It's the Z that we originally went with got scrapped. They're like, they did a Windows 9 with ZA.
Apparently, they revealed this like a week ago, I think. That so the city's quite normal during the day, but at night you can ambush trainers like other people, and it's almost like battle royale like, where you you defeat a certain amount of people in a set amount of time over the night, and you rank up according to that, and you start at ranks and you can get to rank A, and the whole they're like, they say the trainers that get to rank A get to make a wish or get to have a wish granted. So people are like, oh, in X and Y, in that generation, there's a genie Pokemon who is a mythical, so it doesn't really appear in the games. But they're thinking, oh, it's going to have some like major plot relevance, something like that. Yeah.
Cool. People are going to be addicted to that.
Yeah. And Night Rain comes out in just less than 2 months.
That's awesome.
Really excited. I'm getting another massive figure.
Ooh.
It's going to be cool. Is he called Wilder? Or Wilder? I can't remember his name. I'm going to have a figure of him.
From what?
From Elden Ring. Right? He's like a seemingly a custom guy.
Custom guy? What time is it?
It is 6:15.
Well, later than I thought it'd be. I'm just going to, speaking of figures, I'm going to briefly show off
Oh yeah, yeah. I was
Yuffie.
looking at her before.
See that eventually. Well, let's look at my FF16 ones. I went to the FF Orchestra. They played stuff from 16.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And the
I'm waiting for
composer
him
was
to do an
there.
Elden Ring DLC one. Where's that at,
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah. So did you really like going to the one in France?
Yeah. Oh, I told you, didn't I, that they're doing like Elden Ring, like a new content update for like new armors from the
Oh.
old games.
Oh.
And horse. You can customize the horse.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah. So yeah, they're adding armors from. I don't think they're exactly the same, but they're definitely inspired by.
Mhm.
There's a cool armor from Dark Souls 2 that I'm kind of glad they're including, because it has it's like almost like an archer I associate it with, but it's like a pointy hat that has a mask, like a metal mask with a face, and it like points out like that, and it's like a fabric hat. I think I really like that armor set.
Cool. So much fun. I will briefly say what I say about. I've not been playing games at all for this month, really. I played that for like an hour the other day, Trails of Cold 3. Other than that, I've not touched anything. But one thing I will mention is, recently, so for years, as we looking like this year, like more than anything, it's like looking more than ever that it's gonna come out.
Okay.
Because this year's the 25th anniversary. They've made a website that's like, oh, you bloody. Oh, we've got to start it again.
It looks fine.